What up, y'all? Sorry, I've been uploading kind of slow, man. I got all these videos, and some of them need editing, and just getting over a cold. And this video I've shot like 3 times, man, because I'm trying to make it shorter. So let me get to the point, man. So there's a tool that most of us already have in our house, and it's gotten a bad rap from people who are scared of failure, people who so-called experts who talk you out of using it. It's very cheap. You can get it from any store, and it's really the key to reaching your goals. What is that, Des? I'm glad you asked. This simple tool is your everyday weight scale. Now, I'm not talking about one of them scales that got the arms on it where you got to guess exactly what the weight is. I'm talking about a digital scale for you to use at home. Now, I know the stigma associated with the scale and people telling you to avoid the scale, and you know, the numbers on the scale don't matter, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't make any sense, because the scale is the easiest tool that you can get to have at home that's going to give you information that you can use to reach your goal. And I'm going to tell you how. The problem with the theorists who tell you not to get on the scale is that people get on the scale with expectations. You can't get on the scale with desperation and exasperation on your mind and having expectations of the scale, because the scale is going to say what the scale says. You take that information, use it to better yourself so you can get closer to reaching your goal. All right, because there's likely some things that you can learn from the scale to help you reach your goal instead of just avoiding it altogether, because that is not going to help you reach your goal. There's a harsh thing, and it's called reality, and you have to face it in order to reach a goal, whether that's weight loss or whatever it may be. Now, a lot of guys won't get on the scale because, you know, guys get fat, but in our minds, you know, we think we still got it, so we just don't really care. And I'm not gonna mention no black people, but generally black people just want to eat all the fried chicken. They care less, or they want to keep a bunch of booty. I want to keep my booty. And talking about, I don't need to lose weight, I need to tone. Well, what do you think toning is? It's losing fat. And you're not gonna carry enough muscle to replace all that fat you got. So you're likely to lose some weight. All right, but that's for another video. But anyways, how does the scale help me? And I want to tell you. All right, so you get on the scale, you get on only with the expectation that the scale is going to tell you your weight. You could use that weight to change or sustain your workout and nutrition program to meet your desired goal. All right, now there's a few things that you have to do when you get on the scale. You have to take an inventory. You get on the scale and you get your weight. Now, I advise weighing at night and in the morning. You weigh at night and in the morning for a while anyway, at least initially, until you get the hang of it. For maybe a couple weeks or a month, weigh at night and in the morning. And your night weight, the delta between your night weight and your morning weight should be a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds. Sometimes I lose 3 pounds overnight. And that's if I'm well hydrated and I get a good night's rest. I lose more weight. If I'm dehydrated, I won't lose that much weight. If I have a restless night, or if I'm sick or taking medications, or I had too much sodium that day, then I won't lose the appropriate amount of weight. That's giving me a lot of pertinent information that I can use going into the following days and weeks. Right? If your diet is bad, if dairy is a problem for you, it can mess up your digestive system, and it's gonna fluctuate. It's gonna mess with your weight. All right, because your body's not absorbing the nutrients, getting rid of the waste on time. And that's another thing you need to look at when you get on the scale is, or you need to take inventory of, is, did I cleanse my colon? All right, did I take a dump, like a good quality dump, like where I felt like, you know, felt real good when I came out, like inside's empty. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't, then your weight's gonna reflect that, where, you know, and a lot of people get on and they just look at it for the weight without taking into account all the factors that play into the weight. So you get frustrated because you haven't looked at all the things that may affect your weight. All right, so if you haven't taken a dump, that could be like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, and you're actually making progress, but you haven't taken the dump. So you get discouraged because the scale is telling you what you weigh, but it's not discounting all that dump you got up in your intestines. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, if you're PMSing, you're gonna start retaining water between 2 days and a week before your period actually shows up. This is good information to have. All right, it's a good thing to keep in mind when you get on the scale. You're just getting on the scale blind, just looking for a number, you're gonna get discouraged. All right, you gotta think about all this stuff, man. Think about what you ate. There are apps that you can use, MyFitnessPal. You can get that, put it on your phone. You can go get a Fitbit or a Withings scale that will upload automatically to Wi-Fi to your app, and you can compare your weight to what you ate, have all the empirical information that's necessary for you to make progress. Even if you're not overweight, if you're trying to get lean, you still need to get on the scale daily. All right, because that scale is going to tell you that, you know, if you go to bed and your weight is lighter than what you woke up at, you didn't eat enough that day. That's too big of a delta. All right, you done lost, like, you lose 1 pound, you lose 2 pounds in a day. That's way too much. You're gonna lose some muscle if you continue at that rate. There's such thing as losing weight too fast. You want to lose approximately 1 pound a week so that you're burning fat and not muscle. This is all information you can get from your simple scale. All right, so, and you want to be consistently consistent. A lot of people get on the scale, and let's say you get on the scale once a week. You got 7 days worth of information you're trying to compile into that one weight. You don't know what affected your weight if you get on there after 7 days. You have no idea. And that's why your plateau is going to be much higher. You're going to reach your plateau much sooner and not be able to get past it. And sometimes it takes a while staying at that plateau, and then you finally break through it with consistency. Because you continue to work at it, then you bust through that plateau with your consistency, and then you start moving again. But you got to just keep hammering at it. Every day is not going to be good. You got to be able to accept failure and setbacks in order to get on the scale on a regular basis. If you can't handle the truth, then just go ahead and just throw those goals in the garbage. If you can't deal with the truth, because it's just simply telling you what your weight is. It ain't the scale fault. It ain't the scale fault. You weigh whatever it is that you weigh. So we get on the scale. We're trying to garner this information. Some of you guys are out there and you do good all week, and you get to the weekend, then you relax, don't do anything. I say this all the time. And then you undo all the progress that you made through the week. And it's a habitual process. If you get on the scale 1 day a week, let's say whatever day, let's say Weight Watchers or whatever it is, 1 day a week, you might have lost 1.5 pounds during the week, gained 1.5 pounds on the weekend. Get on the scale, you're the same weight. So you get discouraged because you haven't taken enough information. Half-baked information is not going to get you anywhere. The problem is y'all aren't taking enough detailed information to get the results that you need from the scale. The scale is a powerful tool. The most powerful you can really have at home, unless you have a body composition scale. I'm not talking about the ones you stand on and give your body fat. Most of those things don't know what they're talking about. Talk about a real body fat tester at home. Something like, you know, calipers or ultrasound or something, or you go on to do a DEXA scan every day, or BodPod or Dunk Tank on a daily basis. All right, that's the only way you're gonna keep more detailed notes, and that still is going to take into consideration your weight. So you're gonna have to get your behind on the scale anyway. So if you're serious about your results, you'll get on that scale. It will keep it in the top of your mind. All right. If you're trying to gain weight, you still got to get on that scale on a regular basis to make sure you don't have the reverse setbacks, where you didn't eat enough food and you lost a pound in a day. You can't afford to lose a pound in a day. You can't do it. So it's simple. It's very simple. It's not easy. It's simple. Get your behind on the scale. Take notes of what you did the day before. All right. Take mental notes. Take written notes. All right. You can save notes on the MyFitnessPal or Fitbit app about what you did that day. And the things you need to focus on is consistent weight. All right. You want to see it staying consistent. You want to see big fluctuations like 2 pounds. 1 pound in a day is too much. All right. You want to see very consistent weights that are consistently trending in a direction that you want them to trend. Or if you're trying to get lean, you're trying to lose fat. You're trying to lose fat and retain muscle. And because you're not going to be losing fat and gaining muscle, it's just not going to happen on a consistent basis. So shouldn't be your goal. So you should be very, very consistent within half a pound or so. All right, and whatever the scale says, don't be getting on multiple scales. You gotta have one scale at home, the one that you can get on the most. All right, you can't be getting on a bunch of different scales because they're gonna give you a bunch of different weights. So that's as much information as I can cram into this video without making it too long. But don't let people, so-called experts, talk you out of getting on the scale. Because people who are serious about it are gonna get on that scale and take detailed notes about everything regarding their body. It's the best information that you can get on a consistent basis to help you tell you if you're moving in the right direction towards your goals. And then all you got to do is monitor, am I taking a dump? Am I eating enough food? And then you adjust your calories likewise, all right? And then you can take periodic body fat tests, obviously. But if your scale is staying consistent and moving consistently in the right direction, you're eating enough food, you're keeping up with your workout regimen, you're going to get the results that you need. But you got to be disciplined and you got to be consistent. All right. And then you can accomplish your goal. This is all I do with my weight loss clients because they know the accountability. They got to send it to me. And if they gain a pound, they know the reckoning is coming. We got to have a talk about what you did. And a lot of times the amnesia sets in. Oh, I ain't been doing nothing. I gained a pound. I ain't lost no weight. And then you talk to them and then they ate up all the junk food they could find. So, or they woke up in the middle of the night drinking a glass of lemonade. Another thing, if you weigh in at night and in the morning, you have to fast in between those weigh-ins. You can't weigh and then go drink a gallon of water and then get your behind back on the scale. I was thirsty. Drink your water on schedule. If you want to drink 200 ounces of water, drink it. Stop drinking before you get on that scale to weigh in to go to bed for the night. It's that simple. All right. Stop acting like you just can't follow simple instructions. Just do it. All right. And stop making excuses. All right. Stop using these so-called experts who aren't lean themselves. I had this argument with dietitians, nutritionists, everybody. If you want to get your results, then you got to get on the scale and take detailed notes. What job can you do without knowing every aspect that you can? There's just nothing. There's nothing that you're going to be able to achieve a goal without having detailed notes. All right, guys. So that's it, man. This is quite simple. Go get the app. Go get you a scale. Take notes. Make progress, man. It's as simple as that. Stay disciplined. Adjust as necessary. And you'll get the goals that you're looking for. All right. Comment, like, subscribe, share. And make it happen, man. And also, I do weight loss monitoring. Even if you're not training with me, I can monitor and help you, walk you through the steps of how to do it, and help you to start moving in that direction or understand how the process works. And then after that, once you learn, I teach you everything I know. And then after that, then it's just up to you to take the notes and be repetitive. People only use me for accountability after that. You know, having somebody else to look at it, to hold you accountable, because it's easy to just fall off on the wagon if you're only holding yourself accountable. All right, guys, so that's it, man. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. Peace out.